Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. I am Joji Dixon, Midnight Otaku, and today we will be reviewing the Kamen Rider DX Super Best Henshin Decade Driver Belts. Yeah, that's a lot of wording. Anyway, let's look at the box, shall we? Right over in front here, obviously, you have the Decade Driver right here, glowing. You got the logo on top here, Super Best Henshin Belt. Over the side here, you got Decade, looking like he's ready to fight. Here it comes with 20 cards, and I don't know what this thing is, but I think it means like 10 Form Ride and 10 Kamen Ride cards. Either way, that's what it is. On the top, you got all the riders from 2001 to 2009. You got Kuga, Agito, Ryuki, Faiz, Blade, Hibiki, Kabuto, Deno, Kiva, and Decade himself. On the bottom, you got the final attack for ride for Decade. You got, well, most of this, I don't know most of the names, but I know that's the Kiva Arrow, Deno Momotaros, Kabuto Zector, Hibiki, Shokan, I think, Blade, Faiz Blaster, Ryuki Dragonor, Agito Tornador, and the Kuga Goram, respectively. On the side of here, you got all the riders in the back here, especially with Decade, holding his belt right here, and this is what it comes with as the picture. On the other side here, you got Decade, look like he's ready to fight, and you got on the bottom here, same thing as the other side. And on the back of the box right here, same thing, it shows you what you got in here. This is how you usually do it. You just you pull the things out, put the card in, switch it in, pull it in, you got light, boom, there you go. It's Decades, 2 Decades on the side. Here's the cards in use of combinations with the thing, and also this works with Gamba Rising or Gamba Ride. I don't know if that's still a thing, but also here's a good note. Why is there a Forza driver looking thing on that machine when this was a belt that came around 2009? That's usually weird because, like, here, if I could probably get the camera, yeah, because it's just 2009 right on the belt right there, so it's really weird. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started. Now, without further ado, there is the Decade Driver on all of its beautiful glory. For one thing, I like this belt. I really do. Because Decade was the first show I actually did watch, and since it actually has a show about other riders on it, I pretty much said, why not? I'll just buy it anyway. For like 95 bucks. Pretty cheap. I know people say they go for cheaper, but I haven't fucking found any single website searching for something like this. They go for like 75 or 95. Anyways, moving on here, we got the front here, which has a green light here. Well, not a green light, it's more like a weird decoration, I don't know why. You got the little screen here, you have all your other fixins like that on the itself here, and you got Decade right on the top. It's pretty nice, I guess. Also, you got the symbols of every other Heisei rider from 2000 all the way to 2008, I think, is when Kiva stopped airing his show. And also on the sides here, you got like this grayish material. And one thing I noticed is that these things are supposed to be white on the show, so I don't know why they're black. It's not really much accurate to the show, but whatever. That's probably what Premium Bandai's for. So you take these two sides right here, or just hold it like this, and you click it up like that. And then once you look inside, you got a little bit of detail, like little mechanical detailing on the inside of it, which is pretty cool. Also, you got this little button on the top, white button on top of here to click, and then try to plug it out like that. And you can, well, it's going to be used for something else a bit later down the road, which actually I don't think it works with this type of thing, but who knows. We'll just wait and see what we got in store for that. So just plug it back in, like so, and then do that. Perfect. Also around the belt, you got basic belt strap. Also this thing right here, it's the, I think it's like a belt holder. Is that called? I think it is called that. Also on the back, I don't know if you could see properly, it's got some other textures to it. Hold on, I'll do it like this. There you go. Some pretty nice stuff in here. But I don't know, not many people care about looking on the inside of the belt anyways. So that's that. Now, without much further ado, let's go and look at the cards, shall we? So, first off, when you want to activate the device, there's a button on the switch back here. X means is off, the circle means on. So, when you click the button, you get a little light and a sound effect to go with it. Just turn it up, like that. And we'll begin. First up with, of course, Decade. HENSHIN. I can't try to fit it, sorry. There you go, you got transformed into Kamen Rider Decade. So our next one we'll go with, let's go with Kuga for this. There you go, it's sound of Kuga's Arbuckle right there. Alright, done with that. Next up we have Agito. Okay, that one sounded a bit abrupt. It was like just cut off, like, cut it here. Anyway, next up, Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Oh, sorry. That's why I said Dragon Knight. I meant Ryuki. Alright, there you go. Transformed into Ryuki. Next up, Faiz. Alright, now we've transformed to Faiz. Next up is Blade. Alright, that was wrong. Hold on, try it again. That's also the thing, I had this belt for a long time, and I played it for a bit, so it might be a bit worn out in some ways. Who knows? It's still pretty okay. It still works fine. Next up, Hibiki. And there's my logo. This is what I use for my little profile picture. It took me like 12 tries to get it to perfectly to stay that way and take a picture. But I did it. I did good with it. Next up, Kabuto. And now we're transformed into Kabuto. Next up is Peach Boy Deno. I like that jingle too. That jingle's pretty cool. Sounds like a train, like coming into the station. Now we have a final Kamen Rider card. Not Decade. Kiva. Sorry, my bad. And there we go. Transformed into Kiva. Next up is and now we're gonna do the final form cards. Alright, now it's time for the final attack ride. And unfortunately, get used to that sound effect for the final form ride cards, because that's how it sounds like all the time. For every single one of those cards. Like, here's an example. Here's Kiva Arrow as a good example. See what I mean? It just basically makes the same sound effect as the final attack ride, so it's not really worth the trouble to even do all the other cards. So that's pretty much it for this belt itself. For one thing, I bought this like probably a long time ago at a fan expo. I think it was like what, 3-4 years, maybe 5? Not sure. But anywho, there is how it is. And this here is the Kamen Rider Deluxe Super Best Henshin Decade Driver Belt. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and comment if you have any questions about other certain related tokusatsu related stuff, or toys, shows, and whatnot. And I'll be done with that, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.